Hello ghostly travelers, and welcome back to the channel. This time, we're diving headfirst into the chilling depths of Rhode Island. Get ready because today we're exploring the top 5 most haunted locations this state has to offer. We're talking about places steeped in eerie history, shadowed by tragedy, and pulsating with unexplained paranormal activity. So, buckle up, because we're about to take you on a spine-tingling journey through Rhode Island's haunted heartbeat. Our first stop is the Ladd School in Exeter. This was no ordinary school, it was an institution for the mentally disabled, and let me tell you, the things that went on here, they still echo in these halls. You see, in the 70s, stories of abuse and neglect started coming out. Dark, heavy stuff. The building's been abandoned since '93, left to rot with whatever spirits decided to stay behind. People who come here say they hear screams, not the kind you forget. They see shadows moving in the corners of their eyes, feel a cold dread crawl up their spine. Ghost hunters investigating this place have caught chilling EVPs, voices begging for help, whimpering in the darkness. Some say they've even seen the ghost of Dr. Ladd himself, still roaming the halls, keeping a watchful eye on his former patients. This place is a vortex of sadness and despair. You can feel it clinging to the walls, heavy in the air. It's the kind of place that stays with you long after you leave. Next up, we're heading to Pawtucket to a place called Slater Mill. Now, this place was a game changer. Back in the 1700s, this mill was at the forefront of the Industrial Revolution. But progress often came at a cost, and in this case, it seems some souls never clocked out. Visitors and workers at the museum have reported apparitions of former mill workers, including children. Imagine these poor kids toiling away in dangerous conditions, their spirits forever bound to the machines. The sounds of machinery, even when everything's turned off, echo through the building, a symphony of the spectral. Then there's the basement. When you walk down there, the air gets thick and heavy. Numerous people have told stories of seeing shadow figures lurking in the corners, feeling ice-cold spots, and just an overall feeling of being watched. One visitor even swore a ghostly hand brushed against them while visiting the basement. Slater Mill is a stark reminder that history leaves its mark, not just on the physical world, but on the spiritual plane as well. Our next stop takes us to Cumberland, to the ruins of Cumberland Monastery. This place has layers of history, each one more haunting than the last. It was a monastery, then an orphanage, then a nursing home. Now, it's a public park, but people say the spirits that made their home here never truly left. Visitors claim to see ghostly monks, hear disembodied voices chanting in the dead of night. There's a story about a monk who hung himself on the grounds, driven to despair. They say his tormented spirit still walks the grounds, searching for something he can never find. But it's not just the monks. This place housed children too, and their energy lingers. People report seeing ghostly children darting about, their laughter echoing through the ruins. It's especially creepy at dusk. The shadows get longer, and it feels like the veil between our world and theirs gets thin. Hold on tight as we journey back to the 1600s, to the Paine House Museum. Now, this colonial-era house has seen it all. It's a museum now, but behind the artifacts and displays, there's a darkness that refuses to be silenced. The spirit of a young girl is said to haunt this place. People hear her laughter and see her apparition walking about. Objects move on their own, as if manipulated by unseen hands. There are stories of a woman in period clothing who appears to visitors, her spectral form a chilling reminder of the home's past residents. One of the most unsettling stories involves a rocking chair that started moving violently on its own, accompanied by the faint sound of a lullaby. This place is a chilling reminder that some houses hold on to their history, their secrets, and sometimes their inhabitants, long after they're gone. Our final destination brings us face to face with the spirits of war. The Varnum Memorial Armory, built in 1913, is a treasure trove of military artifacts, each one holding the energy of its past. But it's not just the objects that seem to hold on to the energy of war. Visitors and staff have reported seeing apparitions in full military uniform, their footsteps echoing in the silence. The air is thick with an oppressive presence, especially in the basement, or the weight of history feels suffocating. It's like the spirits of these soldiers are drawn to the objects of their past lives, unable to break free from the battlefield that claimed them. One visitor told a story about feeling a cold hand on their shoulder. When they turned around, nobody was there. The basement, in particular, is known for its unexplained cold spots and the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Varnum Memorial Armory is a stark reminder that war leaves scars, not just on the land and in the minds of those who fought, but on the very fabric of existence itself. So there you have it. Rhode Island's most haunted locations. We've journeyed through abandoned hospitals, felt the chill of ghostly mills, and walked the grounds of haunted monasteries. Each location holds its own unique brand of fear, its own stories whispered on the wind. Did any of these places send shivers down your spine? Let me know in the comments below if you'd ever be brave enough to spend a night in any of these haunted hotspots. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our next ghostly adventure. Thanks for watching and see you next time.